Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time. Pictures so perfect we play.
Hello everyone, welcome to Anointed Lady TV, the home of news and politics. If it is your first time in this channel, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you like what we do on this channel, hit on the subscribe button, also put on the notification bell so you'll be notified by YouTube anytime we drop a new video. And if you are returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch our videos. On this platform, we drop videos every day and we react to every video that come our way. And on this very video, I will be watching with you. And after watching, let's go to the comment section and drop our opinion constructively. Like our videos and also share our videos if possible. See you next time in my next video.
Earlier in the program, we brought you a report on the judgment of the Supreme Court that affirmed the election of President Bola Tinubu. We are now being joined by a former Nigerian Bar Association NBA president, Dr. Olisa Agbakoba, to discuss the takeaways from the judgment and impact on Nigeria's electoral jurisprudence. Very good to have you on the show, Dr. Agbakoba. Let me just get straight into it because we are short on time. I want to discuss Inec and the role that they have played in this entire situation, their culpability, how can it be remedied in time for the next electoral season to make sure that Inec keeps to the promises that they make. And when they don't keep to those promises, that there's some kind of consequence that falls on their laps rather than the laps of Nigerians in general.
It's as if you absolutely read my mind, because when I was discussing here with a colleague, I said I wasn't going to discuss anything about the merits of the decision. So I'm happy you hit the nail on the head. The main culprit in all of this is Inec. Actually, I must salute both P2B, Atiku, and all the petitioners, because a lot of the allegations, at least 90% of the allegations in respect of the petitions, was against Inec. Bungling the entire thing, lying to us that the elections will be electronic. When they didn't do it, they turned around and then said it was manual, and that there's no law compelling them to do it electronically, which is true. So I think what you ask is pertinent. We don't want this to repeat again in 2027. So here are the first suggestions I would make. I was a member of the waste panel set up by the late Yaradua as a result of the bad elections of that time. So number one is for the National Assembly to be more serious this time and implement every aspect of the Waste Commission. That's number one. Number two is for this present INEC to acknowledge that they've done us a disservice. And I repeat what I've always said, that the chairman of INEC ought to resign. The National Assembly now needs to clean up the Electoral Act, take into account all the challenges we faced. I will recommend that all elections will from now be mandatory. It is not for INEC to have a discretion when they bungle to say that they have no duty to do what the law says they should do. I also like to see INEC lose control over regulating political parties. It was a major recommendation we made under the waste panel. We talked about the need to have a political parties regulatory authority. I'd also like to see INEC stop being Nigeria's greatest printer. Ballot boxes, ballot papers, that's not their job. What we should get INEC to focus on would be to be the electoral umpire. And then the other point that came out very strongly from this petition was the question whether President Tinubu ought to have been sworn in whilst the petitions were pending. To resolve that issue would be to say that the law should be amended so that all petitions must conclude. INEC must not be an active defendant. It will be an independent party, but it will not take part in petitions in future. That will make it more neutral. And we ought to dispense with this issue of Inec holding electoral documents. Like in the Kenyan case, I will recommend that there will be a major platform where all relevant electoral results are uploaded. And all the court needs to do is not to rely on Inec, but to rely on the uploaded documents. That will make things quite quick. So these are generally my thoughts on how to improve the process.
Now, thank you so much for that. A lot of Nigerians have questioned the integrity of the judiciary, with the opposition saying that the executive has hijacked, the judiciary. So I'm wondering, how can we restore confidence of Nigerians in the judiciary going forward?
Well, I think it's for the judiciary to themselves understand that there's very low confidence as to how they've done their work, and to take it as a very serious matter, that to restore public confidence would mean to give decisions that make sense. It was entirely up to them at the National Judicial Council to make sure that they maintain their oath of office to do justice without fear or favor. That's all.
And still speaking about judiciary integrity, I'm wondering if the Supreme Court should be the final bus stop in terms of matters like this, especially in this situation. Is it possible that their decisions could be subject to a review by another body? Is that something that could be introduced? And because it seems that the confidence has been, eroded, especially within election matters, should there be an independent body looking at these things either before or after the judgments? Is that even possible?
No, it's not possible. The Supreme Court is the last court of resort in Nigeria. So what is important, because even if you had a new court, what makes you think that all the issues you describe won't afflict the new one? So it's just to strengthen the institutions, to strengthen Inec, to strengthen the judiciary, to strengthen the constitutional process in Nigeria, to strengthen the way the National Assembly works, and just to have a new political culture. Because unfortunately, the political culture that our political parties exhibit is very low, and you can't legislate on this. So it's something that they ought to take into account, that we can't have this sort of problem every 4 years. It's a big disappointment.
Now, I know that some people are of the opinion that we shouldn't be talking about electoral amendments. Instead, we should be talking about drafting a new constitution. I'd like to know where you stand on this argument.
Where I stand is that the Nigerian federal system is centrifugal. It's a pyramid at the top, and that's not going to work. So some people have described the problem as the need for political restructuring. Some describe it as rebalancing the federation. But whatever, I call it devolving powers from the federal to the states so that there's a proper balance. So I know that under President Buhari, a couple of amendments went through. But I think the National Assembly ought to be more articulate and organized as to how it can transfer power from the center to the states. So the entire thing is balanced. But now the competition to be Nigerian president is too strong, because all the powers in Nigeria reside in the president. Nigerian president is the strongest in the world. So we need to tone it down. We need to make the states more important, so that there is a good balance of development. And some of these states that go cap in hand begging for money in Abuja every month should realize that they have the natural resources to survive. But because we have designed a political system that makes Abuja attractive, everyone wants to go there. So one of the ways to deal with this overheating the judiciary is to redistribute power. So a governor is really a governor. Right now, a governor is not a governor. A governor is at the mercy of the president. So those are the things I think will cool down the temperature in Nigeria.
And in terms of the election petitions that were put together by the opposition parties, there were, it was a high barrier of proving whatever it was that they were trying to prove. What takeaways and what lessons, in your opinion, can be learned on both sides in terms of submitting applications and getting witnesses and all the other seemingly difficult points that they had in order to file in this petition?
It was more the point of a time challenge. 21 days to file a petition in respect of a presidential election is Herculean. You've got to take evidence in your pleadings of about 180,000 polling booths. You've got to show what errors occurred in these polling booths. The time is simply not sufficient. So it's more about changing the structure of our electoral process. If it were possible to have, and it is possible, a national dashboard where everything relating to the election is posted, then nobody needs to go to Inec to get documents. You don't even need to refer to it in a big bundle. All you do is to highlight your problems and the complaints in a simple, straightforward petition. So that will cut the type of complex pressure that the lawyers to both the petitioner and the respondents are put under. So I wouldn't blame them. 21 days is not enough to even do an ordinary case, not talk about a very complex case like a presidential petition.
Now, the Supreme Court did not entertain evidence from the Chicago State University due to lack of jurisdiction to entertain the matter. But is this the end of this controversy surrounding the identity of the president, or do you see it lingering probably into the next election cycle?
I refuse to make a comment on that because I like to stay with policy issues.
Well, fair enough, Dr. Abakoba. It was great having you on the program with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, good day, my brothers and sisters, my mommies and my daddies over there. Is your sister again, your doctor, your friend, your girl, Anointed Lady TV. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for me. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will be notified. So in this my channel, I will be bringing up many things to you in which you will benefit from it. I do talk show, I do news, anything you want to talk about, I am into it. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video or each time I'm on live on YouTube, you will be notified. Thank you very much for always being there for me. Please do subscribe for me, and as you do so, God will richly bless you and meet your heart desire. Thank you very much. I love you all. Yes, so my people, as I tell you, I say I go come back. I don't come back, una welcome back. As soon as see that video, una watch, I wanna see them. I want una leave una comment for the comment section there. Una tell me how una see the matter, whether it good or it bad. If it good, make una let me know. If it still bad, make una still let me know. I need to bring and come give una wey be my people wey dey here. Make una follow me shook mouth put whether it dey good or it dey bad. So if it dey right, una still leave una comment below. If it dey bad, una still leave una comment below. Una remember say everybody gets freedom of speech. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. So if you dey watch me, you never subscribe, my brother, sister, I beg you in the name of God, make you hit that red button and turn on the notification bell. So each time I upload any video, you will get notification and you will constantly watch me. Thank you very much. See you again in my other video. I love you all. Bye bye.